All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome. This is the little Google Earth tutorial. If you're going to use Google Earth as far as finishing or figuring out your migration map, right, that we've been working on. So I've just gone to Google Earth and I'm just going to go ahead and launch Earth. Okay. And this is just simply going to go over some of the steps that I've already done with my dad's immigration experience, and I'm going to drop a few pins. I'm hoping that you can all drop at least 3 pins or so. So here, Google Earth has loaded up, and it's on Vancouver. Do we see Canvas over here? I don't think we do. I'm going to go ahead and go to projects, and I already have a project here. All right, so anyway, we're going to go to new project, and I'm actually going to create this project in Google Drive. For one reason, I have no idea what this stuff is here. So I'm just going to go with what I know. And I'm just going to title this sample. And there we go. And now I'm going to do one for my grandma, just kind of off the top of my head. And, so I'm going to zoom way out. She's told me that she is I want to use the word Belarusian, so I want to look up Belarus. Belarus, country in Europe. Let's go. And so as the Earth moves around there, I can go ahead and just drop this pin, add it to the project. Boom, done. And so you can save it to different projects. Do I want to save it to my dad's project? No, I want to save it to my sample project that's already there. So save that. I don't know anything about Belarus. I'd need to talk to my grandma, but I know that there's some Eastern European, possibly German stuff going on there. She talks about that a lot. She's also 91. She's kind of losing it a little bit, but I might actually get rid of this pin because I do know more of the story as they show up in North Dakota. So I'm just going to leave that pin for right now, and I'm going to go back to my search, and I should know this. I should know the city in North Dakota. It's a tiny city, little gravel road. Ellendale, North Dakota, that's it. So we're bouncing over to North Dakota, and I'm going to add this to my project as well. And then I'm going to actually see if I can look up Ellendale, North Dakota, kind of give you guys an idea. Whoa, this is what I hate. I think this is a little bit of a glitch for some odds. Why did it put me in the Atlantic? I don't know. But all I need to do is keep on going here with Ellendale. And Ellendale is going to be a pin that I'm going to then not just add. Wow. This brings back some memories. I'm going to add this pin to my project. Okay. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to Ellendale. See, now look at that. What's happening? It takes me right back out to the Atlantic for some reason. I don't get that. I think it's kind of glitchy that way. But we're going to go to Ellendale here, and we're going to edit Ellendale. And here's what I'm going to put in Ellendale. My grandma, you guys watched me do this on the other one. On my mom's side, grew up in Ellendale and graduated at the top of her class, which only had 10 people in it. Huh? As the Dust Bowl and Great Depression occurred. Oops. I gotta figure that out. Come on now. Grandparents. These are my great grandparents, actually, and my grandma, who was a kid, right? my great-grandparents were pushed to move off of their farm and headed to Duluth, which I don't think exists anymore, Washington. So we're going to look for that next. And check this out. I can change what's the small box info? I can change the pins that I'm dropping there. I can change the color of the pins there as well. There's a bunch of different things that I can do, right? And so I'm just going to leave it at that. And here's something that I'm just learning right now. I need to actually probably kind of wrap this up a little bit, but I'm also going to add a picture here of Ellendale. And so I wonder if I can just kind of click in here and get a picture of Google search image, Ellendale, North Dakota. I also do have some pictures, like physical pictures that I would need to, oh my goodness. Is this Jelly Bean Junction, if I remember correctly? That was like this little place that no, okay, cool. That is Ellendale. Look at that. It's like an old Western sort of a town. And now I can go back and hopefully this sticks. Okay. And so let's see if I click on Ellendale, what happens? There we go. All right. So there's one spot. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, drop another. I don't know if Duluth exists. No, it doesn't look like it. But Battleground, Washington does, and Duluth is right outside of Battleground. So I don't know if I'm going to pin Battleground necessarily, but I'm just getting into the place where my great-grandparents would live for the rest of their life. And I think if I head this way, I believe Duluth is essentially this corner. And so I'm going to drop a pin. And what you can do actually with this is zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. And I was doing it the other day actually. So let me see if I can just drop a pin here. Nope. Yeah, it is this corner. I actually put it right on top of Duluth, Washington. Okay. And I'll talk a little bit about Duluth as well in my tab. Wow. See, now we're going all the way back to the middle of the Atlantic for some odd dumb reason. Okay. And we're going to bounce over to Duluth. And we're going to edit Duluth. And I think I'm going to stop after this. Notice I have three. I do have three. One's really rough. My grandma also moved into Vancouver, so I can put that there as well for one more pin. And then I can add to her story. So I'm going to go to, check this out. Here's something else that's kind of interesting is I can zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Okay. And it looks like my great-grandparents' house is now some sort of weird mushroom farm. I can capture this view. So just click capture this view. And when I click on that pin, it will actually drop right like this and not like way out or way in, just to let you know. So I'm going to go back to my projects. And I don't know if I have a question over there, but we're going to scroll on down here. Nope. And so that's just a quick little tutorial. I added some pictures. I dropped some pins. I put a little bit of a story in. I think what I also might do, just because it might be interesting, is use the measuring tool and talk about they moved this many miles, or let's see. I don't know how far the initial move from like Belarus to North Dakota, from North Dakota to Battleground, from Battleground to Vancouver, right? Over the course of almost 100 years. My grandma, who's still alive, is 91. So that's just a real quick tutorial about how to use some of the features on Google Earth, right? Just to let you know. And that's it.